Coming to you live from the Putasos podcast.
Oh no! Just slapped him! Like that!
Guys, and we are back. Episode number 11, Putasos podcast. Guest again, Big Cat.
Special guest, you know me.
He's not special at this point anymore, but anyway. Alright guys, so this week we got Song Yadong versus Chris Gutierrez. This fight originally was supposed to be Josh Emmett versus Giga. Giga pulled out. They put Bryce Mitchell in, but they moved that fight over to 296, which we're actually going to. So that's a little bonus fight in that card for us. But
Appreciate it, Giga.
appreciate it, yes sir. But anyway, this week Song Yadong versus Chris Gutierrez. There's a handful of key fights on this card that we're gonna go over, and we're gonna start with Tim Elliott versus Sue. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that last name because I don't want to butcher it.
I got you. Sue Mudaerji. Mudaerji.
Anyway, so I got Tim Elliott by pretty much any way he wants. I was watching Sue's fights, all his kind of fights before. He loses to anyone that's anyone. He really does.
I honestly don't even remember.
He lost to Smolka, and then he lost to I was watching his fights. He tends to. He got subbed and then decisioned out, and then Tim Elliott's a really good grappler as well.
Yeah.
Tim Elliott's just a dog.
I'm familiar. Excuse me.
Name one fight where you say, "Damn, Tim Elliott got his ass whooped." None.
Yeah, I've watched Tim Elliott multiple times. I've never seen. Maybe I've seen him, just don't recall. But yeah, I got Tim Elliott as well.
Yeah.
MJ, chill.
Tim Elliott's super unorthodox too, and someone like Sue, who's mainly a striker, he's just. I think he's gonna get beat up. Anyway, next fight we got.
Wait, we forgot something.
What?
New pod room. Same pod room, new setup.
Same room, different setup. You know, we got a new setup back here. Put some lights on, got some shelving. It looks a little bit more
think it looks a whole lot better.
It looks a ton better.
I think it looks a whole lot better.
But next fight we got is Nasrat versus Malarkey. Mm-hmm. Two strikers. So Malarkey's coming off a couple wins via KO. And then Nasrat is just known for his KO power. That's baby gas to him right there.
He literally looks like having that gas on him.
He literally looks like a baby gas.
I'm going to pull up the recent fights really quick.
I got Nasrat on this fight. I think they're both really good strikers, but kind of like what I was saying about the last one. Mm-hmm. Malarkey loses to anyone who's anyone kind of deal. Mm-hmm. Like
He's fun to watch though.
He is fun to watch. Super fun to watch. No disrespect to the guy, but I do think that Nasrat's going to get his strikes off a little bit cleaner, a little bit sooner. And I think he's going to establish his game. I don't really see a finish on this fight. I think with two strikers going in, they're going to be very cautious of each other. Mm-hmm. And I think it's going to be a decision. That's just my opinion.
All right, so I got... I'll go Malarkey by third round knockout, 2 minutes and 47 seconds. What? What? Those are your predictions.
Just so specific on the time.
Imagine it happens. I predict these things.
Next fight, Anthony Smith versus Khalil Roundtree. This one really excites me.
Yeah, this one's cool.
So, when I look at this fight...
Who pulled out? Roundtree was supposed to fight someone else.
Yeah,
and Anthony Smith stepped up.
Oh, he was supposed to fight on the last card.
Oh, and they pulled out on the last one.
It was an undefeated. Looks like it was an undefeated Russian.
Roundtree is the favorite as well.
Really?
Yeah.
That's actually surprising to me. So Roundtree's a heavy striker, heavy hands. I wouldn't say he's like phenomenal on the ground, but he's definitely not a scrub on the ground.
Yeah.
But with that being said, that's where I think this fight is going to. I think that's where the fight is going to be decided, is on the floor. If you look at any of Anthony Smith's fights, super good striker, but he knows when to take advantage of his black belt because the guy's a black belt.
Yeah.
I truthfully think that he's going to take him down and beat him up.
I as well have Anthony Smith.
But Khalil Rountree's a dog though, bro. And like his last couple of fights, he's been on fire, bro. Yeah. Putting fools away too. No, but I got Anthony Smith. I think Anthony Smith is going to control the pace of the fight. I think he's going to come out. I think there's going to be a feel out process, but I think he's going to end up taking him down. And I don't think he puts him away. But I do think that Anthony Smith gets a decision on Khalil Roundtree.
I got Anthony Smith by third round TKO.
Damn, for real?
Yeah, and it's going to be with
ground and pound
minute.
On feet?
Ground and pound. It's going to be with 1 minute and 45 seconds left in the third round.
If you get any of these right, I don't know.
I'm going to start doing this. Just every time we make predictions like this.
Last fight, main fight of the night, Song Yadong versus Chris Gutierrez. This is a good one. Song Yadong's coming off an L.
He is. Who did he just lose to?
Song Yadong lost to Corey Sandhagen.
That was it.
Corey Sandhagen's tough.
Yeah, he's the guy. He's a guy.
But Chris Gutierrez is coming off 2 really good wins. He just finished Adrian Yanez by leg kick.
Oh, yeah.
And then he also put away Frankie Edgar by fucking knee. Put him away out.
Yeah.
Flat out.
Fucking.
And Chris Gutierrez, he's just super good, bro. He's long, he's lengthy, he's very smart. And he's kind of like one of those guys that he's just tough as hell, bro. And he always finds the chin. He always finds the chin. He's a really good striker. Song Yadong is a really experienced striker as well with heavy hands. I don't know. I think Corey Sandhagen showed that as long as you can have really good timing against him, you could really neutralize someone like that.
Yeah.
And I really feel like Chris Gutierrez is that next wave of fighters. If he gets past this fight, you're gonna see this guy in the title mix very, very soon.
Yeah, I got Chris Gutierrez.
I got Chris Gutierrez.
Second round, 2 minutes 47 seconds.
I don't think it's gonna be a finish, but I think Chris Gutierrez does hurt him at some point in the fight, and I think he gets a decision. So that's my call on that fight.
And if you guys,
Big fucking Mexico.
he's from USA.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
Nah, I think he's from USA. I think he actually is.
A lot of Mexicans are from USA. Yeah, he is.
Alright guys, you know what time it is. Top 5. This time, in honor of someone pulling out of the fight, what we're going to do is we're going to go over the top 5 biggest fights that never happened in the UFC. So this could be a fight that was booked and didn't happen, or it could be a fight that was never booked that should have happened.
That was supposed to happen,
Yeah,
or should have happened, yeah.
So you can pick your top 5 based off that.
Okay.
Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first? Or do you
got
want to
it.
go back and forth? How do
You
want to
go first. You go
Alright.
first. I want to hear yours.
Coming in at number 5 for me, I got John Jones versus Francis Ngannou.
Oh, shit.
It's a very recent one. And
Don't
by the
even
way,
think about
my
that.
honorable mention was John Jones versus Stipe, but that fight's still going to happen. So I left it out of my top 5. But John Jones versus Ngannou for me is a number 5. Just because when you have a guy like Ngannou leave as the champ, and then you have John Jones, the GOAT, come in right after and take the belt, that's like the biggest what if. Because
I didn't even think about that fight.
and the thing about that too, and what a lot of fights lack, is prime versus prime. This was a genuine prime versus prime fight.
Yeah. That would have been one of the biggest fights of all time.
John Jones may be a little past his prime, but like it's still a prime versus prime
Yeah.
fight.
That would have been one of the biggest fights of all time.
I think, and I think that if that were to go down right now, it would be the biggest
still
fight,
would
probably
be,
pay-per-view wise. Number 4, this one is a sleeper, so pay attention to this one. Anthony Pettis versus Jose Aldo. So this was a fight that was actually booked. Pettis was supposed to go down to 45 and fight Aldo for his title. And he would have been the first
And this was in like what, 2012?
It was like 12 or 11.
11,
But
yeah.
Pettis would have been the first champ if he had gone down and won that fight.
Yeah.
But Pettis never went down. Pettis got injured, so he pulled out of the fight, and then Aldo ended up fighting Zombie,
Oh, okay.
and I think he finished Zombie via like 4th round KO or something like that. But that was like a sleeper fight, because if you really, really think about it, styles make matchups. I think Pettis would have had a great chance, and that could have literally threw all of history off, because he could have been the first champ.
And then he wouldn't have fought Connor.
Exactly. It would have been a whole different ballgame. All right. Number 3 for me, Khabib versus GSP. So GSP, they were kind of rumoring that GSP was going to come back when Khabib was kind of at his prime.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be a really big fight, because obviously Khabib bullies everyone via wrestling, and GSP is really good at wrestling. I don't think he's better than Khabib, but either way,
he's more well-rounded.
Yeah, that's a really big fight that I think that should have happened. That's my number 3.
3, I believe, yeah.
My number 2, Silva versus GSP. Same thing as the first one, prime versus prime, bro. GSP in his prime versus Silva in his prime. 1 weight class apart. Both dominating their weight class during that time. That's a fight that should have happened. If that fight
That would have been a super fight.
If that fight was in this era, it would have happened.
It would have happened, yeah.
Everyone wants to fight for 2 belts now. Back then, it wasn't really a thing. Like,
Yeah. Until Conor, it wasn't like...
Well, back then it was like, if you're not cleaning out your division, like, don't even talk about it.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
But now it's kind of just more of an open thing. But, bro, Prime versus Prime, both annihilating their weight class, that fight should have happened.
And who you have Khabib for that?
No, you mean GSP versus Silva?
Oh, shit. My bad.
Khabib.
Who do you have for... I want to hear for all of them.
All right, we'll go back. Number 5, John Jones, butt fucking anybody. John Jones beats anybody.
Yeah.
I really believe that. My number 4, that's a good one. I do think Aldo would have won that fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Aldo would have won.
That's when he was on like a 10-year fucking undefeated
bro,
streak
and
too.
at that time, bro, he was just on a different level,
Yeah.
bro. I really think he would have won that fight. GSP versus Khabib, I think Khabib would have took him down and done exactly what he did to everybody else. Just bullied him, bro. GSP versus Silva, I do think Silva would have won that fight.
Yeah, I think I got Silva.
I think Silva would have won that fight. I think he would have used his length, pieced him up, and I think if it did go to the floor, Silva's got a black belt to bank on. Number 1, I think for me, if this is not in your top 5, you should probably jump off a cliff. Tony Ferguson versus Khabib. It was booked 5 different times and never went down. This is the biggest fight that never happened. The biggest fight that ever happened.
Yeah.
Obviously, you kind of see how Tony's career kind of has played out since then.
Yeah.
But, bro, same thing, bro. Prime versus Prime. Tony annihilating everybody. Khabib cooking everybody. That should have been the biggest fight that never happened.
Yeah. So I agree.
That's my top 5.
All right, so my top 5, little different order. Now that you said Jones versus Ngannou, I'm kind of pissed I left that out, but I didn't.
Just leave it out, though.
I didn't even think about it.
Leave it out.
So my number 5 was GSP versus Anderson Silva.
All right.
You talked a lot about that. Obviously, 2 of the greatest of all time.
Prime versus Prime, too.
Prime versus Prime.
Both killing their division.
Yeah. I think I would take Anderson Silva in that due to the range and just piecing him up on the feet and being about
so fucking raw in his prime, bro.
I know,
he was so raw, bro.
He really
so
was.
raw in his prime.
My number 4, one that you didn't have on there, I think we only have 2 of the same, which is pretty cool. So my number 4, had to throw him in there. McGregor versus RDA.
That's a big one. That's a big one.
Babe, bring home the red panties. Red panty night. I think that would have been huge.
They're stuck in the mud division.
The stuck in the... No, he was talking about lightweight, wasn't he, when he said that?
Yeah.
Oh, it was lightweight. It was lightweight.
This is stuck in the mud.
Yeah.
I like fighting these featherweights.
They hit like flyweights.
I snap you like a ball, and that's it.
Stuck in the mud division. You're too stiff, you're too slow.
I'd snap you like a ball, and that's it.
So yeah, obviously that would have been a huge fight. RDA was the champion at the time, and McGregor is McGregor. Nothing else to say about that. All right, for my number 3, I got John Jones versus Anthony Johnson.
That's a good one, bro.
Even though he won...
That's a good one.
The clip that comes to mind is R.I.P. Anthony Johnson, first of all.
When they pranked Dana White?
No, that one too, that was fire.
Yeah.
That was fire. No, when he just lost to DC, and he's like, John Jones, I'm sorry we never made this fight happen, maybe in another lifetime. And then John Jones is just like,
he's
crazy. Like, I don't gotta hate on you. I got nothing but love for you.
Yeah.
And fucking R.I.P. to that guy, dude, because that would have been a good fight. Even though obviously John Jones probably would have won.
Bro, that fool was about to win the Bellator title too. Like
Anthony Johnson.
Yeah.
So that one's my number 3. Number 2, you didn't have this one on, but I just thought it would be cool. Brock Lesnar versus DC.
Dude, you know what's crazy? I was this close to putting that one on there, bro. And you know how much I love DC, too.
Exactly.
Damn, that's a good one.
That one's good. I mean, I think DC would have won, but Brock Lesnar's just fucking huge.
He's imposing, bro. And DC's a small heavyweight.
Yeah, exactly. Like when he pushed him,
bro,
and he went across and he's like, push me now. Get slept later. And I think DC would have bullied him for sure. But Brock Lesnar is a legend in the sport.
The thing about
fucking
that,
juice to the gills.
The thing about that fight too, though, is DC imposes his wrestling on everyone. Mm-hmm. How do you impose your wrestling on another top level wrestler?
Yeah.
You know? Like, I honestly think that DC would have fed him hands and put him out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I think DC would have put that fight away via hands.
Damn. Never got to see it, so we'll never know. Just like the rest of these. And my number one, Joe already said this one, Tony Ferguson versus Habib. This is when Tony Ferguson was on a tear. Fucking 12 fight win streak. People thought no one could beat him. And
the MMA gods literally didn't want that fight to happen. Yeah. I think for Tony's sake.
For Tony's sake.
Looking back on it.
His downfall. We love Tony Ferguson. His downfall would have went down faster if he fought Habib.
I love Tony Ferguson, bro. But that fight was...
Tony Ferguson versus Patty.
Yeah.
Is that?
It's 296, bro. We're going to be there, dog. I'm so excited for that. But
yeah, that's going to be fire.
No, yeah. I don't know if you've seen a clip, but it was when Khabib retired on TV. Ferguson was like damn near crying watching the TV.
Really?
Yeah.
Because he wanted to fight him, or just...
Yeah. He was like, no, fuck.
He truly probably thought he would win too.
Same with McGregor, bro. They were both like crying watching that shit.
They both thought they were gonna win too, and they probably would have just got mauled. They both would have.
Conor has a way better shot, but
Conor would have beat Habib in the second fight. He got robbed in that first one.
Okay. Anyway, before you say anything else, then we should probably wrap this up.
Yeah, this is a quick episode. Oh shit.
Oh.
The biggest part of the episode. The biggest part.
Alright, guys. So, next week, me and Sam and a couple of our buddies, we're going to be going to UFC 296. That's Leon versus Colby. Then also your co-main event is Pantoja versus Brandon Royval.
We could name the whole card if we're talking about. These could all be headlining UFC fight nights.
If you look at this card, top to bottom, it is absolutely stacked.
Even the prelims.
The prelims are absolutely stacked. Anyway, we're going to be at this card, so this is what we're going to do. All you got to do is share this video, DM us when you shared the video, let us know that you shared it. We're going to enter you into a raffle. The winner of the raffle gets a free ticket to UFC 296 with your boys. You're going to come with us, hang out with us. You're going to watch the fight with us, and we're going to have a really good time. Mm-hmm. If for whatever reason you're local to us, we live in Santa Maria, California. If you're local, we'll help you out and pay for your flight as well. So if you're a local guy and you win, we're going to fly you out as well. We're going to send you to the fight. People in Vegas, if you are in Vegas, I would definitely share the heck out of this. It's a free ticket, easy W to a fight. But anyway, this is a massive fight.
Here's the thing. If you win, you must go.
That's the thing.
You cannot sell the ticket.
So what we're going to do is we're basically going to hold the ticket. And then, assuming you win and you're going to go, we're going to let you in with us. If you can't go, let us know. We're going to raffle it off to the next person. But this is a really big deal. These tickets the tickets that we bought are about $600. Yeah. So you're gonna save a little bit of money going to the fight, and it's a really good fight as well.
It's a fucking free ticket raffle.
Yeah, it's a free ticket.
So hopefully it's someone cool that wins to hang out with.
So again, if you want to enter into the raffle, like this video, share the video, DM us when you've shared it. That way we can enter you into the raffle.
We'll have a good time.
Should there be another way they can enter if they don't have Instagram?
Nah, fuck them. Get an Instagram.
Fuck them, yeah. Get Instagram. Get with the program. Alright, cool. That's it, guys. But UFC 296, we're going to raffle off the ticket. It's going to be a really, really good time.
It's going to be a great time.
It's going to be a great time. I'm really excited for that one. So.
Fuck yeah. My first UFC event, actually.
Yeah,
I'm fucking stoked.
Bro, yeah. I've been to 2. Yeah.
And we're shooting a pod out there. Not much to say on that, but...
Boo. Might have a special guest on that one. Who knows?
Who knows what's going down? Putasos podcast moving up. You could see the set. You could see the moves we're making. We're going to cards. We're going to be doing interviews. We're going to be...
You know what
I can't talk on some of this
card
stuff.
I want to go to?
300.
That as well. I want to go in February to Anaheim.
Oh, fuck.
Volt
it's
versus
close.
Tapura.
That's in Anaheim?
Mm-hmm.
We could go to that.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? Maybe we'll raffle off a ticket to UFC Anaheim as well.
I'm kind of down for
What's that? $299? $298?
98.
Yeah, that's like 3 hours out.
Sean O'Malley will be headlining 99.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So.
All right.
Thank you guys. Appreciate you guys as always. Look forward to seeing you on the next episode. Don't forget to enter that raffle. We really want someone cool to come with us so we can have a good time. But anyway, appreciate you guys. Putasos podcast.